The Bible is full of amazing stories, each one carrying profound lessons and divine messages. Some of these stories are about dreams, which play a significant role in the biblical narrative. In the Bible, dreams are not just something you see when you sleep, they are powerful tools of communication. They are messages from God, often filled with divine wisdom and guidance. These messages helped people understand God's plan and navigate their lives according to His will. People in the Bible often had dreams that showed them the future, revealing events that were yet to come. These dreams gave them hope and helped them make important choices, influencing their actions and decisions. God used dreams to guide His people, providing them with direction and purpose. Dreams also warn people about danger, alerting them to potential threats and challenges. These warnings help people stay safe and follow God's path, ensuring they remained on the right course. The Bible teaches us that God speaks to us in many ways, and dreams are one of them, a divine channel through which He imparts His wisdom and love. Jacob was a man who had a very important dream. This dream was unlike any other he had ever experienced. In his dream, he saw a ladder. This was no ordinary ladder. It was a mystical ladder that appeared in the night sky. The ladder was connecting heaven and earth. It stretched from the ground all the way up to the clouds, touching the very heavens. Angels were going up and down the ladder. These angels were messengers of God, moving between the divine and the earthly realms. God was at the top of the ladder. He stood there, a divine figure radiating light and power. God spoke to Jacob and promised to bless him and his family. He assured Jacob that his descendants would be numerous and that they would inherit the land. Jacob woke up and knew that this was a special place. He realized that he had been in the presence of the divine. This dream showed Jacob that God was with him. It was a powerful reminder of God's constant presence and support. God was going to protect him on his journey. No matter where he went, Jacob knew that he would not be alone. Jacob's dream reminds us that God is always close to us. It teaches us that we are never truly alone and that divine guidance is always within reach. Joseph was Jacob's son. Joseph also had special dreams from God. In one dream, he saw 11 stars bowing down to him. This meant that Joseph would one day be a leader. Joseph's brothers were jealous of his dreams. They didn't want him to be more important than them. Joseph's brothers were angry and sold him as a slave. But God was with Joseph, even when he was a slave. God helped Joseph become a leader in Egypt. Joseph's story teaches us that even when bad things happen, God has a plan. Section 4, Pharaoh's Nightmare, 7 fat cows, 7 thin cows. The Pharaoh of Egypt also had a dream. This dream was unlike any other he had experienced before. It was vivid and unsettling, leaving him deeply troubled. He dreamed about 7 fat cows and 7 thin cows. The fat cows were healthy and strong, grazing peacefully in the lush fields. But then 7 thin cows appeared, gaunt and frail, and they devoured the fat cows. He also dreamt about 7 healthy ears of grain and 7 thin ears of grain. The healthy ears were full and golden, swaying gently in the breeze. But the thin ears, scorched and withered, swallowed up the healthy ones. The Pharaoh didn't understand his dream. He was perplexed and anxious, unable to shake off the disturbing images from his mind. He called for someone to explain it. He summoned all his wise men and magicians, hoping they could provide clarity. Joseph was brought to the Pharaoh because he was known for understanding dreams. Joseph, a humble man with a gift, stood before the mighty ruler. Joseph told the Pharaoh that his dream was a message from God. He explained that the dreams were symbolic and carried a divine warning. The 7 fat cows and healthy grains meant there would be 7 years of plenty in Egypt. These years would bring abundance and prosperity, with bountiful harvests and overflowing granaries. The 7 thin cows and thin grains meant there would be 7 years of famine. The land would suffer and the people would face hardship and scarcity. The dream was a forewarning, urging preparation for the difficult times ahead. Section 5, Nebuchadnezzar's Statue, a king's future revealed. King Nebuchadnezzar was a powerful king. He had a dream about a giant statue. The statue was made of different metals, from gold to iron. Daniel, a wise man who served God, was called to explain the dream. Daniel said the statue represented different kingdoms that would rise and fall in the future. Nebuchadnezzar's dream showed that God is in control of history. God knows the future, and he uses dreams to tell his plans. Section 6. Dreams and Guidance. The Bible shows us that dreams can be powerful messages from God. God used dreams to guide his people, to warn them, and to show them his plan. Jacob, Joseph, Pharaoh, and Nebuchadnezzar all had dreams that changed their lives. These dreams teach us that God is involved in our lives. Even today, God can still speak to us through dreams. We should pay attention to our dreams and ask God to help us understand their meaning.